Hi everyone, Sam Smyers here. I am an artist and producer in Los Angeles, California. Today I want to talk to you about a free loudness meter for mastering, and that is the Youlean Loudness Meter 2. Now this meter is free. It's a beautiful looking plugin, and they also offer a pro version that goes for $47. The free version has a lot of functionality to it, and so I don't even think you even need the pro version. So let me go ahead and show you what this thing does, and if you like it, I am going to put in the video description a link so that you can download it for free. Now, if we just look at this, it's a really good looking plugin. I think it's probably one of the better looking loudness meters out there, whether or not you get the free or the pro version. So let's just go over what this measures. This measures LUFS, which stands for Loudness Unit Full Scale. It's basically like RMS. It takes into account how humans perceive loudness, and it is currently the most accurate way of measuring loudness. So right now we have, at the top here, we have the short-term LUFS, which shows loudness measured over a duration of 3 seconds. We have the integrated LUFS, which is the average LUFS taken from start to stop. So if I play the whole track start to finish, then it'll take the average LUFS of the whole track. We have the loudness range, which gives you an idea of the difference in volume between the verse, chorus, and other sections of your track. If there is a big difference in loudness between the various sections of your track, then your loudness range will be higher number and vice versa. So we also have the dynamic range. This shows you the level of compression in the audio. This algorithm is based on the difference between true peak and short-term loudness. We also have the peak loudness ratio, which is the true peak max minus the integrated loudness. So right here we have the true peak max, which is negative 0.2 dB. So this minus the integrated LUFS, negative 10.4, is going to equal 10.2. So that's how they get this number. Next we have the momentary max, which shows the maximum loudness measured over a duration of 400 milliseconds. Then we have the short-term max, which shows the max short-term LUFS, which is measured over a period of 3 seconds. Now, as we go down to here, we have different settings. We can change the channel settings from mono to stereo, and then there's some other 5.1, 7.1, and then there's some other pro features for Dolby Atmos. Then we can go to setting different presets, and a lot of these are available in the pro version. These just measure your targets, so you can set different targets, whether it's for film, gaming, streaming, things like that, or set your own custom presets, but these are just for the pro version. So this right here, this is auto refresh, which it'll refresh these numbers automatically when you start and stop the track. So let's go ahead and get into this right-hand section here. This is the histogram. This histogram right here, this is the distribution of the loudness levels. The red and blue, these are set in the settings. This is the split up is going to be the red up here, and then the split down is going to be the blue. So you can set these to set targets. So if I want my target to be negative 14, then anything above negative 14 LUFS will show red up in here. Now I'm just going to put it at negative 20. This split down shows the blue, so if I want to have it at, I don't know, negative 36, then I can set it right here, negative 36, and then I can see the variation in the red and the blue here. This transition is just a visual marker, so it just adds a little bit of a blur in between the red and the blue. Doesn't really do anything, just a visual aesthetic thing. So right here we have the scale, and the scale offset it. Right here we have 0 to negative 54. So if I offset it, then we can offset it by starting at up here, negative 2 LUFS. The range, we have 60. So this goes from 0, and then this bottom here is going to be 60. So if we want a smaller range, then I can drag this up and down. And now I have a range of about 30 LUFS. So let's go ahead and close this. This was up in here in this wheel right here. Now, if we look at this histogram, we see these white things. We see some meters up here. We see this line right here. And we also have this box that's popping up. This box pops up along with my cursor. We see M, S, and TP. That stands for momentary LUFS, short-term LUFS, and the true peak LUFS, which I discussed is these meters right over here. And if I want to turn the short-term, momentary, and true peak histogram views off, I can go to these buttons and I can turn them all off. So see, if I turn all these off, then I can't see anything. If I just want to view the momentary values, then I can see it right here. If I just want to view the short-term values, then I can see it right here on this line. Then if I just want to see all the true peak data values, I can see it right up here. So when the true peak lines hit the red, that's when it's getting close to about 0 dB. So when you are setting your limiter, it's a good idea to set your true peak at something like -2 dB to give yourself some room. Now, if you don't know what true peak is, true peak shows the true peak level of the audio, and it indicates the true maximum level of audio after conversion to analog or different digital forms, such as conversion from WAV to MP3. And if your audio goes above 0 dB, which can happen even if you set your limiter at 0 dB, you can get some true peaks going past that 0 dB mark. Then you might get clipping in the converted audio. So it's a good idea to always monitor your true peak max. So now those are all the features of this loudness meter. Let's go ahead and see it in action as I play my song, which is Nobody Listening featuring Youlean. And we'll go from the hook part into the drop.
But you're so moving and just you until I miss. The point is to connect. I talk, you talk, we talk, but there ain't nobody listening.
So here you can see the meter working. You can see the histogram working. We can also change the view right here. Instead of viewing every 10 seconds, we can go up to every minute, every 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes. There's a lot of different options for this view right here. We can set this view to be elapsed, the time code. We can set it to be system, continuous. So continuous, we can see it constantly scrolls. So watch, I'll play this and the histogram will scroll past.
But you're so moving and just you until I miss. The point is to connect. I talk, you talk, we talk, but there ain't nobody listening.
So I'm going to put this back on elapsed, and those are all of the features of this free version, the loudness meter. I think that the free version offers a lot and basically everything that you would need to use a meter on your master track to figure out how loud your track should be. And a way to use this is to put the meter on your master at the very end of after all your master plugins, see how loud everything is, and then you can also check other tracks. So find a track that you want your track to sound similar to. It's called like a reference track, and see where all these numbers are hitting, and then you can try and match your track to that reference track, and that will help you get your track similar in loudness to the reference track. So that was the Youlean Loudness Meter 2 plugin. It's a free plugin. Go ahead and download it. I put a link to download it in the description of this video. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.